Well, let's have some fun with the grid view. Perhaps you have many tickets and you want to search all of them for, let's say, scoping issue. This is a search box here. You can search within a variety of indexes here. The ticket number, the title, the description. So in this case, what I'll do is I'll search for the title of scoping. And as you can see, there's a ticket here that has scoping in it. So I'll type in scoping, press enter, and the system will show me just tickets that have scoping in the title. Now, when you're on a ticket, you don't have to necessarily open it to get more detail. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see that we have a couple of sections here. When there's additional information in the description, you'll see it here. There'll be a blue circle, which indicates that there's more information. So this is the detail or the description of the ticket. This happens in Windows 7, for example. There may be some additional attachments here that you might have provided to us. Or in our solution to you, we may have provided the attachment as well. It's really easy to see the attachments. You can double click on them, download them. It supports a variety of file formats, PDFs, Word documents, Excel files. 10 megabyte limit per file. You can add more attachments through this mechanism. You can drag and drop a file here to make it easy to add to the ticket. And a couple of other things you can do for your display. Maybe you want the icons to be larger, or maybe you want them to be smaller. That's all up to you. Now, if you notice, this ticket of scoping had the word Windows 7 in it, in the term here. So let's say I want to clear my search. And as you can see here, we're currently looking above the grid. And it says our search was on scoping. We can easily remove these indexes by just clicking the X here on scoping. And all my tickets are back. The filter's been removed. And now I can say, I want to look for the tickets that had Windows 7 in it. So I'm going to search my descriptions, because maybe it's a little buried maybe in the description of one of my tickets. I'll type in Windows 7. And sure enough, it finds the ticket. And you can see the description here. And you can leave these open if you like at all times. That Windows 7 is contained there. So that brings that in. I'm going to go ahead and clear the search by clicking on Windows 7 here. And as I start looking through all of my tickets, you can see the description on the right. You don't have to open each ticket to get the detail. You'll see more detail here on the right. And now we have a little more fun with how to customize the view of the portal screen. For example, there may be a little bit too much information. You want to keep it simple. Maybe you don't want the public viewable column here. You can right-click on the column, and you notice it says Show Column. We can uncheck that, and the column will disappear. I can make a couple of them disappear if I like, until it's to my liking and what I want. I can drag these columns around if I would like, to the left or the right, whatever view suits you. If there's a column that I remove that I want to return, there's a little gear here. I can press that, go to my Help Desk grid, and choose the column to return it back into the display. And there it is. And I want that other one back as well. Why not? And there's my other one. The columns can be resized, removed, sorted, searched on, and we can actually group by certain things. For example, I'll sort all by ticket status. And maybe I don't want the public items listed. And now that I'm hiding the public items, I might want to sort it by the status like I have. I'll right-click on status, and you'll see there's a group by function here. What this does, it basically takes the status items and it groups them. So all of the opens are remain together. There's a count of your opens, a count of your closed items. There may be many closed items. You can actually collapse these further so you don't actually see certain statuses. Remove the grouping by clicking the X. You may want to right-click on the Assign To. Another cool feature about this is, although we're grouping by our ited column, you can actually move into a field, let's say status, and if you notice, there's a little filtering button that shows up on the right-hand side. So when I mouse over status, for example, this little arrow, if you click on it, shows a variety of statuses that are possible in all of your tickets. So I can choose Open. Now I'm grouping on the assignee and seeing only the open items. So you can play with this as much as you like to make it look exactly the way you would like it to be. Again, we can remove the filters here, or all of the filters at one time with this X right here. So our grid view comes back to life. Kind of back to where we started. We will continue to improve the features over time of the portal. And at this time, this concludes the introduction to the Autographics Customer Support Portal. Thank you for your time.